people try to dox my location live, especially, and a lot of times when I go to these cities now, it sucks because I'll go to a city, I'll go be out filming, someone will take a photo, some activists, some left-wing activists will then take a
Scary,
photo,
bro.
put me in a Reddit group chat. This happened to me in Baltimore.
Oh my god, that's so terrifying, dude. Bro, the fucking psychos live in Reddit, dude. Nick Shirley exposes a whole bunch of fraud in the governor, the governor's office, California, all these people just... Yeah, Nick Shirley's the problem, I guess, because exposing fraud is the problem. The actual fraud isn't the problem. Nick Shirley's the problem, apparently. You know, these people are sick, bro. Like, they're actually sick.
First, it was Minnesota, and now independent journalist Nick Shirley is hitting the streets of California in a new video that was released this week, digging into potential daycare fraud in the Golden State.
Can we enroll a child into the daycare?
Yep.
You don't know
watched
what's
that.
going on.
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California.
Well, then there's California's Medi-Cal program, which covers hospice care in the state.
Over 200
now,
billion.
Over the past 5 years, you'll see here, Medi-Cal's annual budget has soared. It is now projected to be over $200 billion with a B. But despite all that money spent, Nick says that some buildings were left totally empty.
Let's see if Grandma could check herself into this one. I'm just trying to be a good grandson. We're knocking the door, no one's coming. We look inside the window. Empty building.
We reached out to several entities that Nick investigated. Some just totally hung up. Others didn't answer at all.
How about that?
And we did hear back from California Governor Gavin Newsom's team, who referred us to his post on the press office's X page, which read like this. Wow, Nick Shirley finds potential fraud in Donald Trump's federal Medicare system. Gavin.
Oh my gosh, dude. You're the governor, dipshit. Like, these people want all the perks without any of the accountability. Nick Shirley finds potential fraud in Donald Trump's federal Medicare system. No, bro, this is your state's Medicare system. Your state. The one that you govern, dumbass. Bro, oh my gosh, dude. Get these people out of... It's getting to a point where I don't care what we do at this point. Get these people the fuck out of our government.
Newsom imposed a moratorium on new hospice licenses beginning in 2021. Well, Newsom's own state's Department of Health, it's the Healthcare Services, I should say, is in charge of monitoring medical fraud. And just last night, that department reached out to us with a statement reading in part, quote, California continues to take decisive action regarding hospice fraud. The department remains firmly committed to protecting medical members, strengthening oversight, and ensuring that taxpayer dollars are used appropriately.
That's a crock of shit. And that's obviously a crock of shit. That's a crock of shit. When are people going to get mad enough that they actually do something about shit like this, people like this, the DHCS and their government leadership and the corruption? When are people going to get mad enough where they actually do something about these fucking liars lying straight to our faces? Dude, our founding fathers are turning in their graves right now. I mean, they have been for a while, but they've done a full 360 a few times by now, and they're about to do another one because of this kind of crap. And the fact that, dude, oh my gosh, our founding fathers set the country up in such a way that it gives us power to take shit like this out. And we don't do it. We have allowed corruption for so long that it is rooted into the fucking bones of our government. And then the government, over however many years, have brainwashed so many people that no one does anything about it. We're all just comfy and well taken care of. Why would I complain? My life is great. Oh. dude, the level I am reaching of pissed off is almost unbearable.
Well, with that, independent journalist Nick Shirley joins me now. Nick, I watched the entire 40-minute video. I saw when you pulled up to a supposed daycare center and you found young children alone. And you kept saying, where's the worker here with you? Where's the daycare leader? And there was no one there. Were these kids totally alone? Did you ever find an adult there?
Yes, at that daycare, those kids were completely alone.
How old were
Completely
they?
alone, and it's. I imagine they're between the ages of 5 to 8 years old. They're completely alone, and keep in mind they're able to have these daycares in like these apartment complexes in the neighborhoods. These aren't like the daycares where you'd be sending your kids to. These are people who
Hell
are
no.
taking money for government subsidies to collect to fund their lifestyles.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. And I felt like I was watching a rerun of Minnesota, except no, wait,
These people aren't taking kids at these daycares. The ones that he showed up to where you could hear kids, that's just the kids of those family members, bro. That's not a daycare. Those are just the kids being with their grandma and parents and shit. Normal stuff. While they collect millions of dollars of our dollars. They come here, don't do shit. We work our asses off, can barely make it, and they get paid off our work. What the fuck, dude? Why? We give governors, we give senators, we give congressmen. I'm not even gonna fucking say congresswomen. You're all congressmen, bitch. We give all of them way too much power. Way too much power. We don't take orders from them. We don't listen to them. They take orders from us, and they listen to us. So why don't we walk up to these people's offices, drag them out by the fucking hair, and kick them the hell out of the people's buildings? Oh, Taylor, that's just so radical. I don't give a fuck, dude. We are in the era of having to be radical. Are you shitting me? I do not in any way condone going and offing anyone. Don't do that, bro. No one deserves to die. But people do deserve an ass whooping. Not innocent civilians. These are government officials fucking us. Totally different standards, totally different situations, totally different level of responsibilities. The people in government are supposed to be, they are entrusted with our shit, with our money, with what happens in this country, and they're fucking us. They're fucking you and me, bro. No lube. And no one does anything about it. No one does anything about it. Go pull these people out by the fucking hair and fire them.
this was totally different state. It was California. Gavin Newsom has said you're hyping massive fraud and you came up empty. What do you say in response to that?
What a stupid thing to say. You're hyping massive fraud and you came up empty. Well, clearly you didn't watch the video, bro. Obviously. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the governor of the state that Nick Shirley just went to and exposed all this in. Bro, how much more fucking corrupt and caught can you possibly act by saying, came up empty, didn't you, Nick? Dude, if I was a governor and someone, even if it wasn't Nick Shirley doing videos, if someone came up to me and said, sir, there is a lot of fraud going on, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'll prove it. I'd be like, fucking show me where, bro. Let's go take care of that shit. I'm sorry, but we are living in the weakest of days of America. As it pertains to citizens, weak, bro. Weak motherfuckers.
Well, just go ahead and watch the video. I mean, these hospice owners are driving around $100,000, $200,000 cars. The people in the video even say that there is fraud happening.
Exactly.
And then you go to a place where they've received over $1 million in funding, and there's nothing to show.
Yeah, well, you found a defender in Democratic Senator John Fetterman. I want to play that. Watch this.
Yeah, the only fucking normal Democrat.
Why can't you celebrate any journalist or any, activist doing that? And what, Governor Newsom put out a
Bro, I was saying this on Facebook the other day. You guys don't follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is like my personal life. But I was saying this on Facebook, dude. How anyone doesn't celebrate an independent journalist going and finding fraud is fucking insane. If you fight back against that, you're a fraud. You're in it. There is no debating it. There's no questioning it. You're fucking part of it, dude. Anyone who gets mad at a citizen exposing fraud where people are stealing the taxpayers' money, anyone that defends that shit is a fucking part of it and a part of the problem. No argument. There's nothing anyone can say to defend that at all. Shut the fuck up if you want to defend that. You're wrong. Period.
disgusting video implying that he's, a pedophile or he's that.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Why? That's like kind of a smear. Shouldn't we agree? Eliminate all the waste.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? John Fetterman defending your work there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think John Fetterman, he's one of the Democrats that has common sense. And Gavin Newsom, he had the opportunity to say, okay, thank you for exposing this fraud. Now let's go down and crack down on it.
Exactly, bro. And he did it. These people are so brainwashed into fighting Trump, bro, that anything that isn't sucking their dick is like this weird thing that they have to fight against, because if it's not loving us and allowing us to do what we want, then you must hate us, right? Like that's their thought process, bro. Like, it is so insane that a governor has been told and shown, bro, look at all this fraud going on, and he fucking calls Nick a pedo, bro. He calls Nick a fraud and a pedo. You can't make that level of fucking crookedness up. That kind of crookedness, that level of crookedness doesn't even get written into fucking TV shows, bro. Oh my gosh. Well, it does. It's even more funny that we've all grown up on TV shows showing corruption like this, but then when it's happening in real life, people are like, oh, no, that can't be true. Why? Because it was in TV shows? It was in TV shows, so that must be the only place that exists, right? Where do you think these people get the fucking ideas from, dude? Bro.
Instead, he comes after the person for exposing the fraud. It's not too hard to say, fraud is bad, let's fix it. And that's what Fetterman is saying. He said, it's bad anywhere. If I were to go to any state in America, you'd be able to find fraud. It just so happens to be that a large portion of this fraud is taking place in Democrat-ran cities and states.
Of course.
Yeah, we're seeing it now. There's a national fraud commission that's looking into this. You posted this after your video hit. You said, after last night and the constant doxing attempts and threats from people who want to attack me, largely due to
No, we're going to get to people doxing him and him getting threats on his life here in a second. But we have reached a point where America is either going to completely crumble and fall, or there's going to be a radical uprising of patriots that eradicate this shit. Those are the only two ways we have left to go. You got dumbass liberals and Democrats thinking there's some fucking utopia waiting around the corner. No, there is no utopia waiting around the corner. It's either going to be America crumbles or the patriots stand up and eradicate this shit completely. That's the only two things left, bro. We are at that point, or at least definitely fucking on the speedway approaching it.
Politicians and leftist hate-filled rhetoric as I expose billion-dollar fraud schemes stealing from taxpayers. I've just politicians doxing. Posted this after your video hit. You said, after last night and the constant doxing attempts and threats from people who want to attack me, largely due to politicians and leftist hate-filled rhetoric as I expose billion-dollar fraud schemes stealing from taxpayers, I've decided it's time to raise money for security costs. What happened?
Yeah, so people try to dox my location live, especially, and a lot of times when I go to these cities now.
For exposing fraud. People who were getting stolen from are threatening this man's life for him exposing the people that are stealing from them. The people who were getting their money stolen from them are doxing him for exposing the people that are stealing from them. Dude, wrap your brain around that. Wrap your fucking brain around that.
People try to dox my location live, especially, and a lot of times when I go to these cities now, it sucks because I'll go to a city, I'll go be out filming, someone will take a photo, some activists, some left-wing activists will then take a
Scary,
photo, put
bro.
me in a Reddit group chat. This happened to me in Baltimore.
Oh my god, that's so terrifying, dude. Oh my gosh. Bro, the fucking psychos live in Reddit, dude. The psychos live in Reddit. The psychos that will actually go out there and do something horrible are the ones living in Reddit. And this man is out there doing the Lord's work, bro, exposing evil, exposing fraud. If you are not subscribed, or if you didn't see my last video, it's a long video. We watched the whole California episode that Nick Shirley did. We watched the whole thing. So go check it out. Go get caught up on that. I keep saying this man needs security because he is 100% on their hit list. 100%, bro. They got Charlie for talking. They're going to get this man for sure for exposing fraud. They want, dude, don't get it twisted. They want this guy gone. Do not get it twisted. Because look, Charlie was just talking and changing minds and gone. Okay. This guy is fucking with their cash flow. They definitely want him gone.
It just happened this last weekend in California, and they say run Nick Shirley out, or they'll say if you see Nick Shirley, it's on site.
Absolutely
and so This has
insane.
happened in multiple cities. Had money for security after Minnesota. That money went down to pretty much nothing. So unfortunately, I had to raise funds again to be able to have security to be able to go film these videos. To film one of these videos now, I used to be able to film these videos without security.
Bro, security's expensive too, bro. Just normal ass security is expensive, and he's not going to be able to get just normal ass security. He needs top notch security, and that's going to be expensive, bro. I wish I was rich so bad, bro. I wish I was rich. I wish I could just fund this kid.
Now it costs anywhere from the last hospice video cost $15,000 to go film because I had to have security for 3 days to go film this video.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's extremely hard to go out and do that. So,
and the sad part is, bro, like he's getting, temporary security that is just like on a video filming basis. He needs security that is with him all the time, that has a personal connection to him, that cares about him enough to take a fucking bullet for him, because that's what it's coming to. That's where it's at. He doesn't need some just security company or freelance security officers with him, bro. He needs the real deal. He needs Charlie Kirk level of security, if not better, of people that are fucking engaged with his family, engaged with him, that love him. Because it's going to get bad, bro.
I asked my fans and viewers if they could help me out with those security costs.
Yeah, and they can find that information on your X page. A lot of people wonder, you're just in your 20s. How do you do this? You're talking about Baltimore, California, Minnesota. I mean, Governor Walz said he's not running for office after your explosive reporting hit. And I have a soundbite I want to play. It's your background and what makes Nick Shirley, Nick Shirley. Let's play it.
I started making videos more politically based after I had returned back from a 2-year mission for my church, and I had $0. So when I came home back from that trip, I worked for an entire month. I power washed houses, and my goal was to make $10,000 in cash. And so I took that $10,000 in cash and used that to funnel my YouTube channel for the first 3 months until I could actually make a profit. Even when I went on my mission trip, I was still making videos, interviewing people about Jesus in Spanish.
So your faith has motivated you, hasn't it?
Yeah, and more so than anything, it's kept me on the straight and narrow, and it's kept me on a good path to be able to go do what I want to do.
Well, love learning about your background. It's extraordinarily impressive. Making consequential change in your young 20s. Thanks so much, Nick Shirley.
Bro. We got to do something, bro. We got to get this kid funded somehow, for real. Like, dude, I wish my channel was big, bro. I wish my channel was big. I wish I made a lot of money. I wish I could put a fundraiser up. I wish I could help this kid so much. And because, bro, what he's doing is so important, dude. It's so important. It's so important. Exposing the fraud and corruption in this country is so important, dude. There's so many brainwashed people that need to see this shit. Oh, man, hit that subscribe button, dude. Hit that subscribe button. If you're passionate about what's going on in this country, then hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like and leave a comment down below. We're in it together, dude. We're in it together. And it's going to take us saving the fucking country. So hit that subscribe button.